Hey all, welcome back to another one of my top 5 tips that I wish I'd known as a beginner in Blender. Tip 4 is all about that wiggle. And we are back with Tumblebum. Say hey. Hello. This tip is a nice and quick one and helps out so much with animation. Can also allow you to preview what that jiggle might look like before you put it into Unreal Engine or Unity Engine by using the Springbone parameters. The best part about it is that at the moment I don't actually have to put any keyframes in to test to see what it will look like because it's all in the preview. So let's dive into it, shall we? So grab your armature by clicking. You want to go up here and change your mode to pose mode. From here you want to select the bones that you want to add that jiggle wiggle on. So for me it's going to be the ears. You want to always make sure that you either select the inner base bone or the outer base bone first. So here I'm going to select the outer base bone and then I'm going to shift click the inside bone. So from here you want to hold shift, control and C on the keypad, and under the tracking option you will see damp track. Make sure to click this. Now if you head over to the bone constraints, you will see damp track is in the bone constraints. You will see the bone that I'm controlling, so my naming convention is ear_end.r, which is this one right at the end here. You'll see two other parameters here. So there's head/tail and influence. So influence will be how much wiggle is going to be on said bone. So here I usually like to change it to around 0.5 as a middle ground. The head/tail is usually the stiffness. So sometimes I like to turn this up to around 0.3, but you can also leave it at 0 if you want. You'll also see the track axes here. This is basically saying what way you want that wiggle to kind of move. So for me, I want to move it on the Y axis, but you might want to do it on the reverse or the X or Z axis. To test out your wiggle, you then want to select one other bone. So for example, I'm going to change it to my head bone and I'm going to press R or G, and you'll see that the ear is going to start freely moving. The great thing about this is that you have an element of control. So you can change the stiffness to be really stiff and change the influence to be around 0.2. And this is going to give us a slightly different effect where you can see the air isn't moving so much. So this is great for things like tails or arms, or you know, the extra squishy parts of the body. But it's up to you what you change it to. The possibilities are endless here. But remember to leave your tailbone and your base bone free from any bone constraints. You always want to make sure that your middle bone is the one with the damped track on. I'd love to see what you guys come up with on this hint, but please, no rude stuff here, thanks. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you in my next top 5 tips that I wish I'd known in Blender. Bye.
Bye, buddy.